Hey guys, today's look is a special event makeup look. This is just kind of a general look that I would do if I were going to a special occasion or if I were doing someone's makeup for a special occasion. A lot of these products I used for my own wedding makeup, so I know they work really well and they're very, reliable. So this is kind of like a nice look that anyone can really achieve. I think it looks really good on a lot of different skin tones, and it's just a really pretty, neutral, elegant event look. So if you're interested in getting this look, just keep on watching. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pin back my hair because it'll be a lot easier to see what I'm doing. So with this look, since it is kind of like occasion makeup, you really want your skin to shine in this look. It's really important because if you want your makeup to be long lasting, you really need to take care of your skin. So I'm going to use this moisturizer. I do suggest using a really intensely moisturizing facial moisturizer because you're really going to need it throughout the day. So I'm just going to put this all over. Really sensitive skin at this point and your skin is acting up, I would recommend using something like this facial spray, which has aloe and rose water. This is from Mario Badescu, and he has really nice skincare products that are good for sensitive skin. So I'm just going to spray this all over my face. Skin prep is really important. This goes for wedding, really any occasion that is special occasion makeup, because you're going to be wearing more makeup than you're used to probably, and you just really want to take care of your skin. What I'm using is also from Mario Badescu, and it's this eye cream. It's the hyaluronic eye cream. And I'm just going to put a nice layer of this under my eyes. Right, and then after that, while I'm doing my makeup, I'm just going to put on some lip balm. I'm using this Rosebud one. Again, rose is really good for skin, so rose water. Alright, so now my lips are moisturized. My skin looks super red because I've been, moisturizing and everything. So now is on to the last part of skin prep, which is primer. So I have two primers that are really great for special occasion makeup, and one is a more high-end and one is one you can find at the drugstore. One is this Smashbox Photo Finish primer. I actually used this on my wedding day and it worked very well. The other one is by NYX and it's called Shine Killer. I just got this one and I really like this. This one would be really great for people with oily skin. So I'm going to use this one just to show you guys how well it works, and yeah, so I'm just going to put a little bit. I'm going to mainly put it on areas that get oily, but I am going to spread it out too because we want this to last really long. So that's our primer. So I'm just going to let that kind of sit in for a little bit. I'm going to talk about this next product. This is an optional product. This is Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. And this is, I would recommend if you don't have oily skin. This gives you a really nice, like, luminous effect without making your skin, like, shiny or have any flashback. It looks really pretty in photography. So this is really great for brides, but I don't really recommend using this if you do have oily skin. But I'm going to put it on just to show you guys kind of the luminous effect. I just do like a dollop. You can also mix this with your foundation. That also looks really beautiful. So I'm just going to spread this mainly up here, kind of under my eye and around my cheekbones. because I want it to be a little bit more luminous in that area. So you can kind of see that it's very like glowy in these lights, but once there's foundation over it, you'll see that it's kind of more toned down. Foundation, I have a few suggestions, especially for special occasion makeup. Of course, we all know you don't want something with SPF, so I have a few recommendations. One is if you have really beautiful, easygoing, normal to dry skin, I would suggest using MAC Studio Face and Body Foundation. This is really great for like girls, let's say, that are going to homecoming or prom, because usually around that age you still have really pretty skin. You just might have a few blemishes that you need to like conceal a little bit. So I really love using this on especially girls that age, and also more mature skin, because they have a little bit more dry skin at that age, and this is really nice for that. If you have oily skin, I wouldn't recommend using this for special occasion makeup, but you can use it every day, and you just have to make sure to really powder at the end. But otherwise, this is a really great foundation. A really more high-end one, which I also used on my wedding day, is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. This is actually empty. I would use this in this video, but I don't have any more, unfortunately. But I would really recommend this for pretty much anybody. If you do have oily skin, you do have to powder a little bit more and make sure you use like a setting spray just to really lock it in, because it can get a little bit oily throughout the night. But this is overall obviously really great foundation. And then lastly, this is the one that I'm going to use. This is by Maybelline, and it's the Matte and Poreless Fit Me Foundation. I love this one. It gives you a really flawless look, but it doesn't feel too heavy at all. So I'm going to use a beauty blender, of course, and I'm just going to shake it up, and I'm going to apply this all over. I'm going to speed this part up because we all know how to apply foundation. Okay, so there's my foundation done. So I'm going to be using two concealers. I wouldn't be doing this on a normal daily basis, but for special occasions you really want your skin to look flawless. So I would use a correcting concealer, and this one is by Cosmetics. And this is for light skin tones, I think, yeah. And so I'm going to use this peachy tone, and I'm going to use this under my eyes because they're very purple and really dark, so the peachy color kind of cancels that out. So I'm just going to kind of dot that right there and on the inner part. Okay, the next concealer I'm going to be using is MAC Pro Longwear. This is my favorite concealer, especially for under eye. I'm in the color NC15, and I'm just going to use this also under my eye to kind of brighten. Right here by my chin. So these are all kind of areas that you want to have highlighted. Alright, so there we go. All concealed. If you have any other blemishes that are kind of poking through, I also like to use this palette. I like to use this color that's a little bit less brightening, just so it's not like you don't make your blemish like stand out. So at this point I kind of like to let my foundation kind of soak in and like settle. So I'm going to be using my same eyebrow things I always use. I'm going to be using Anastasia Beverly Hills Eyebrow Powder Duo, and this is in the color Ebony. I like to use really dark shades for my eyebrows. It's just a personal preference. At this point you can really do whatever you want with your brows. I'm going to speed through this because I've shown my brow what I do with my brows so. So to keep your brows in place, I'm going to be using a clear brow gel. This one's from e.l.f. It was like $3. And I'm just going to set them so they stay. I'm going to be using this Tarte Double Duty Powder Foundation. And this is in the color Fair Light Neutral. So I'm going to use the NYX one, and what I'm going to do is put it where I'm going to contour. Okay, so onto powder contour, I'm using this kit. And I'm going to be using the lightest shade, which is Fawn, on a contour brush that I have. I use a more fluffy angled contour brush and use the more bronzy shade over here.
Blend it out a little bit better, so it's not super harsh.
Okay, and then you can use a brush to just kind of blend this out so it doesn't look too crazy. And this is just a big fluffy brush with nothing on it. Eye primer. And I'm going to just put this all over my lid. And again, you use this to keep your eyeshadow intact and from creasing. I'm going to use this Lorac Pro eyeshadow palette. I'm going to use kind of a neutral shade, which is called Cream. I'm going to put this all over my lid so I have kind of a base to work on so it's not getting stuck on the eye primer. And I'm just going to go up to my brow bone too. Go in with this color called Taupe. And this color is just a really nice neutral brown color. So I'm going to get that on a fluffy brush. So I'm going to kind of go into the crease and just go in circular kind of motion, especially on the outer area. Then I'm going to use this color called Mauve, which is another matte color. And I'm going to also go in the crease with that, just to kind of build it up, define the crease. Next I'm going to use my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. This color down here, which is called Hot Chocolate. And it's kind of like a shimmery brown color. MAC 217 brush. And I'm going to put this more on the outer V of my eyelid. I'm also going to bring this color, the remnants on the brush, just under my eye. Next, I'm going to use this flat brush. This is MAC 213 brush, and I'm going to use a lighter color. I'm going to go back to the Laura Pro palette to use this color, which is called Light Bronze. Okay, next thing, I'm going to use my blending brush to kind of join these two so they don't look harsh. And just blend everything. And then I'm going to go back with this 217 brush, and I'm going to go in with this color from the Laura Pro palette called Garnet. And it's kind of like a reddish, shimmery bronze color. Next thing for the eyeshadow, I'm going to use a little brush like this, and I'm going to go in with this really pinky nude shimmery color as a highlight for the inner corner. Do a winged eyeliner look, and I'm going to use my Makeup Forever gel liner. This is just a really black, I think it's waterproof, and I'm going to use an angled eyeliner brush. This is MAC 226 brush, like that I usually do. I'm going to start from the inner corner and just do a really thin line the whole way. And then I'm going to do the wing. So I'm going to do the other wing, and I'll be right back. Okay, so before we move on to mascara and lashes, I'm going to put on my blush and highlight. So is that I'm going to be using, you can use one or the other or whatever blush you want. I'm going to first be using this Too Faced blush, Justify My Love, and it's by Too Faced, and I'm just going to do a little bit because it's super pigmented. And I'm first going to concentrate this on the apples of my cheeks. To be honest, for a special occasion makeup, you kind of want to go a little bit more heavy-handed with blush because it's going to wear off, and it's also going to show up in flash photography a lot better. If you barely put any, you're not even going to see it, and you're going to look really washed out. The key is to just pick colors that are not too bright, but that are really blended well so that you can have that really nice pink flushed look, but not, you know, crazy like a clown, if that makes any sense. The next one I'm going to use over that is NYX Baked Blush, and this is in the color Wanderlust, and this is a really shimmery, nice kind of nude pink.
And go on top of that, and kind of go up my cheekbone. So this is going to kind of give me a little bit of shimmer, and also kind of tone down the pinky Too Faced blush.
Highlighter, and I'm going to use MAC Soft and Gentle. You can use any highlighter that you like.
And concentrate it just right here. And then another personal preference, if you want to put it on your nose, you can. And then I've got my Cupid's bow. Okay. And then also, if you want to add more eyeliner to the waterline or under your eye, you definitely can. I think this is a really pretty kind of look that is going to work for like a lot of different special occasions. Sometimes I feel like if you put too much heavy eyeliner, you're going to possibly regret it. You just want something that really enhances your eyes.
For special occasions, I do recommend wearing false eyelashes because it will make your eyes stand out a little bit more. You can either use really dramatic ones or a little bit more subtle. I'm going to be using these MAC ones that are kind of dramatic, but they look really pretty in pictures. So while the lash glue sets on this one side, I'm going to do the lips. Again, this is your preference for your event. I'm just going to show you how I would do it for an event. I'm going to use a lip liner and a lipstick. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spray my face with the Urban Decay setting spray, and this is the all-nighter one. And you just kind of have to shake this up a little bit and then spray it all over. That's the look, everyone. I hope you really enjoyed watching this and got some good tips for doing your own event makeup. And yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you guys like this and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos.